you ready? The Power Hour with Amit Inamdar is your single most source of credible real estate advice, where Amit will answer your questions ranging from home financing, home buying and home selling in today's real estate market. So come join the Power Hour with Amit Inamdar.
Only real estate show filled with credibility, authority and expertise. Every Friday 4 p.m. only on Radio Zindagi.
Radio Zindagi 1550 AM के साथ जी जा.
The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the following program reflect the views of the program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of AAA Broadcasting LLC and its management or its sponsors.
Own sweet home, own sweet home. I dream of my own sweet home. Right here, right now, Amit Inamdar will show you how. Call Amit and you are set. Or just visit ownsweethome.net.
DRE license number 013555522 and NMLS number 236574.
Hello.
Hello,
namaste and welcome Radio Zindagi listeners. Today we have another exciting show with Amit Inamdar. You are going to get the power-packed 30 minutes of information on buyer opportunities in slowed down markets. We always welcome you to call us at 510-770-1550. 510-770-1550 to ask a question on the radio. However, if you are unable to get in, you can always submit a question for a personal response. Just go to Amit's website, ownsweethome.net, and click on the radio show link to submit your question. And you can always find Amit Inamdar just by searching his name on Google. Hello, Amit, and welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you, Renuka. Hello, friends. Hello, listeners. Own Sweet Home, and welcome to my show, Power Hour with me, Amit Inamdar. Many of you have noticed that the real estate markets have slowed in recent days and the inventory levels are up. Homes are moving fast only in the selective areas, and other areas they are staying on the market as long as 2 months, where 1 week was a norm just 6 months ago. Those who listen to my show regularly may remember that beginning of the year I published a video where I indicated that the market slowed down in June timeframe. So we are here. It's official, and the buyers are presented with multiple opportunities. If you know, of course, where to look with proper guidance.
So, Amit, the market oracle is right again. Listeners, Amit indicated in 2008 that the real estate markets will be back in 2012. Last year and this year, he predicted slowdowns in May, June timeframe, and we are seeing that. So, Amit, how different is this market slowdown compared to last year?
Renuka, the last year's slowdown and this year's slowdown are different. First of all, the inventory levels are still low. However, they have come up as much as 4 times since the beginning of the year. Last year, the inventory levels were not as high. We saw market pick up in months of August and continue to climb last year. This year is different. The market is selectively hot. High demand areas are still hot and other areas have slowed down. Many listing agents do not have the offer due date. Submit offers as they come in have become the norm. This market situation presents a great opportunity for the home buyers, especially the ones with a lower down payment, where their offers will get accepted with proper guidance. Unlike last year, I expect this market condition to continue throughout the end of the year.
Listeners, you are listening to Power Hour with Amit Inamdar, and today we are talking about buyer opportunities in slowed down market. If you have any questions for Amit, studio number 510-770-1550, 770-1550. So Amit, many buyers want to wait till beginning of the year to buy since they want a larger mortgage deduction. How good is such strategy?
See, waiting to buy a home is never a good strategy. I'm not a tax advisor. However, if the mortgage deduction is not high enough, then your standard deduction is a lot more than that. So take it. So take whatever is more beneficial to you. Also, those of you who have attended and watched my free first-time homebuyer webinar know that it's always a good time to buy, as the interest rates play more role into buying decisions than the home prices. It also showed, actually the webinar has some graphs, and they actually show the historical graphs that the prices get soft second half of the year, presenting even better opportunities to purchase the home. Markets have typically show the rise from January to June timeframe, and rise at a smaller pace from July to December, or even decline sometimes.
So, Amit, the video you published in the beginning of the year called Market Predictions for 2014 was right on the mark. Do our listeners have access to that video?
Of course. That video talks about affordability. Affordability is the single most parameter that drives the real estate markets. Just look at it this way. If you cannot afford, you cannot buy. And the word affordability, I mean, even though it's commonly used, nobody really quantifies it or figures out how it is done and all that. However, just look at it this way again, that if the affordability is high, then you are willing to pay more for the same home if the market demands it. If your affordability is low, then the number of buyers in the market reduces. Demand is low, the supply is high, and the market shifts to the buyer's market. The video explains how the affordability numbers are calculated. It also shows how the affordability numbers played a role in the last boom, 2004 to 2007 market, and also the decline afterwards. The one number, affordability, is well beyond all mortgage mess and foreclosure tsunami we saw, and is a good predictor of the market going forward. And yes, the video is available for all listeners to see on my website under the videos section.
So, listeners, Amit's website is ownsweethome.net. That is OWN sweethome.net. And you are listening to Power Hour with Amit Inamdar. If you have any questions, you can call 510-770-1550, 770-1550. So, listeners, do see the video. Amit still feels that there is some upside in the market, right, Amit?
Yes.
However, with selective buying, the rate of rise may slow down. That's what you just said. So why is that the market slowdown is so happening right now?
Okay. So first of all, the slowdown is there because the inventory levels have gone up. And why have they gone up? Because the sellers have seen the rise in the home prices and they want to play. This morning, I was talking to a listing agent who already has offers on the home that is listed. The highest offer they have is above the list price. However, apparently it's not high enough for the seller's expectations. So I was told that the seller will not sell until that price is reached. Of course, it's not listed at that price. And that was, in my opinion, was the wrong pricing strategy suggested to the seller. Price low and have the buyers bid higher because the market is not there anymore on some of the homes. That market is already over. Sellers need to price homes very close to the market. Pricing lower than the market just sets them up for failure. I just negotiated a home 5% below the highest sale in the neighborhood, and that highest sale happened not long ago, just this June. So June there was a sale, and I negotiated in the same complex another home 5% below that sale.
Wow, that's very interesting, Amit. And that is a great negotiation expertise that you have. So knowing the market helps to save your clients money.
You bring up a very good point. As many of you know, I am a certified negotiations expert. This not only means negotiating price and terms with the seller, but also taking advantage of the market conditions to help you, my clients, save money. Negotiations happen typically on many fronts. Those can be repair negotiations, the closing cost negotiations, negotiations based on market condition that I just did with offering and getting my buyer into contract 5% below the last sale. So whether you negotiate up or negotiate down, the bottom line is my clients are getting the home they want. I'm always learning also from the markets. I even take classes to even though I'm in the business for the last 14 years. These classes help me improve and also help my clients save money. Every 3 months, as you know, I meet with top 50 to 60 brokers from United States and Canada to understand various strategies they use in different markets, in their markets, and we share our best practices.
That is good, Amit. So tell me why the inventory is up, why there are so many sellers in the market, and why so late?
Well, as you know, the markets are in constant state of flux. They change. Real estate markets being local, location-based dependencies come into play. Typically, what I observe in the market today becomes a news from 30 to 45 days down the line. So if I say the market is slowed down, maybe in month of August, you will see a news that will say, hey, the market has slowed down, or the number of sales are down, something like that. So when the news come out in the regional and local newspapers and websites, homeowners feel that they should take advantage of the market and sell. So what they have heard so far is the market has gone up in last 3-4 months, and now they are coming out to sell. And these sellers are trying to lock in their profits. However, selling decisions are typically very hard. It requires commitment from the seller to move, requires time to prepare home for sale, getting it ready to market, upgrades, repairs need planning, very careful planning. So by the time sellers are in the market, the markets may have shifted like we see here. And this is what we are seeing right now. Friends, and the homeowners who are listening, remember, if it took you 2 to 3 months to make a buying decision to buy a home, it's going to take you 6 months to a year to sell the home from the time you start thinking of selling. So when you hire me, I'm your year-long resource to get your property in the shape and condition so it sells at the time you want to sell at the highest possible price in that market. The time you plan for the big move is now, if you're planning to sell 6 months to a year from now.
So listeners, you are listening to Power Hour with Amit Inamdar. If you have any questions regarding real estate loans, call us 510-770-1550, 770-1550. So Amit, do you think seller greed is coming into play at this market?
Well, look at it this way, Renuka. Who doesn't want to save more money? Even buyers want to sell less, pay less, and sellers want to get higher price. And of course, the desire to get the most off for your home is what makes sellers choose an agent. However, it is the agent's job to make sure they give realistic advice to the sellers. Many agents will list a home by promoting lofty valuations. I can spot these homes right away when they come on the market. I know they're going to stay in the market longer, knowing what the market is going to bear. Eventually, the agent will convince the seller to reduce the price. However, by then the markets may have shifted even lower. Sellers have lost time, the extra mortgage payments they made while the property was on the market, and also lost in terms of the home value. When people put so much faith in a stockbroker while making a $10,000 investment into stock market, many of them completely ignore the value of the right agent to sell their home, value of the right agent to negotiate on their behalf.
So listeners, we have been talking about the market slowdowns as a result of increased inventory, sellers overpricing the home due to improper guidance from the agent representing them, and not knowing real market conditions ahead of the major news to sell the homes properly. We will take a short break and we will be right back.
Have you joined the Happily Ever After Club?
Happily Ever After Club?
Happily Ever After Club. Membership is automatic once you buy your dream home from Amit Inamdar. He's both real estate and mortgage broker. One stop, no need to shop.
Oh, Amit Inamdar from Own Sweet Home.
Yes, that's Amit from OWN Own Sweet Home. Call him today, 510-364-6686. Again, 510-364-6686. Or visit ownsweethome.net. That is ownsweethome.net. DRE number 013555522 and MLS 236574.
Welcome back, friends. This is Amit Inamdar. And if you are in the market to sell, buy, or finance your home, you will get unbiased advice that will save you money. That is my promise to you. To get hold of me, just Google my name, Amit Inamdar, real estate broker, and you will know ways to find me. Having all your questions answered at one location and by one person means saving time, money, and having peace of mind that you are cared for by someone like me who knows this business. Today we are talking about the market slowdown and the buying opportunities. If you have any questions related to real estate, please call the studio number 510-770-1550 to get a quick answer.
So, Amit, what is your advice to the buyers for the current market?
Okay, first of all, call me. Each buyer situation is different. Watch the free webinar on my website. It is password protected and you will need to request password to access it. Looks like we have a caller. Hello, this is Amit. Who am I talking to?
Hi, Amit. This is Pradeep, and I'm calling from Fremont.
Hey, Pradeep. How can I help?
I was actually hearing your radio show, and you did mention that there are a couple of areas where the market is very hot and the homes are selling pretty fast, and there are some areas where the homes are pretty stagnant and it is taking time for the sellers to sell their homes.
Yes.
Can you point out what are the areas which are really, really hot in the market where, the waiting time is like less than a week and these homes get sold very fast? What are the areas that you're actually pointing to?
Right. So the thing is, it depends on many factors. Okay, it depends on not just the area, but also how the home is priced by the seller. If the home is priced attractively, people are going to jump on it. We just had a situation. This was in Warwick. Some of the other homes in Warwick are probably staying on the market longer. But this particular home, when the previous sales were at like $750,000 and up, the seller had priced the home at $700,000, and they had 15 offers. We wrote an offer at $805,000 because we knew the last sales were in the high 700 range, and we were right there. And 6 people got a counter at 825, and I'm sure it closed well above that after that. So the thing is, it's just not the areas, it's just the pricing strategies that get used and whether they are right for that particular market. And of course, you have seen the areas like Warwick, Brookwell in the Fremont area have come up quite nicely in this particular boom time. Right, Pradeep?
Yeah.
All
so,
right.
I actually do own a house in Fremont Mission area, and I'm actually planning for one more investment home in the same Mission area. So I do see that the houses are very, very hot in the Mission Valley, the Mission side,
Yeah.
So trying to understand that does this area actually fall into the same genre?
Yeah, no, definitely. The Mission area is definitely hot. That's not an issue. It's just that from the investment standpoint, my advice will be different. You probably want to do some geographical diversification, okay? Because the upside in Mission area may not be as much as the upside that you may see in the other upcoming school districts. But call me later on, Pradeep, and we'll talk more.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Sounds
thank
good.
you.
Thank you so much.
Great. So we've been talking about what kind of advice to give to buyers, right?
Yes.
So first of all, I told you, go to my website, look at the webinar, understand the basics of home buying, real estate contracts, market conditions, the negotiation strategies that we need to use. And once done, sit with me for one-on-one initial consultation. It's free. That's the real power hour with Amit Inamdar, okay? In that particular 1 hour, I'm going to get you pre-approved for the loans. Once you know your financial reach, we can shortlist the neighborhoods that meet your and your family's requirements. Shortlisting the neighborhoods helps you make quick decisions. I do real-time searches in front of you to show you the home and the neighborhoods that sells and what is available in that neighborhood. I show you the school district, their API scores, the neighborhood amenities to narrow down your choices based on your family requirements.
So listeners, once you have your initial consultation with Amit, you will have clarity of your requirements, renewed focus, and ability to make quick decisions. Quick decisions supported by Amit's guidance. So feel free to call him after the show at 510-364-6686. That is 364-6686. Meantime, if you have any questions on the show, we still have a few minutes. Call the studio number 510-770-1550, 770-1550.
So Renuka, typically when the buyers contact me for my one-on-one initial consultation, I understand their situation and the specifics about the buyers and the property they want to own. Since the market has slowed, I help them spot the homes with built-in values. homes that offer ability to negotiate. Then, once they are convinced, I have a plan of action to make that happen. Many times, when listing agent contacts me for my buyer's motivation to buy once we have written an offer, being also their loan agent allows me to stress their loan approval. Many listing agents shy away from calling the loan officers since many times they do not know what to ask. So my buyers have an added advantage that they have someone like me who is genuinely interested in making their dreams a reality.
Definitely, Amit. Listeners, as you all know, Amit is a real estate and mortgage broker. You get one-stop advice on all your home buying needs. How does this help your clients, Amit, being a real estate and mortgage broker both?
Right. So first of all, my clients do not have to run around trying to understand the market, trying to understand the interest rates, the loan programs, the neighborhoods, and the real estate contracts, and how do we negotiate. They have an expert like me helping them every step of the way. Just to give you an example, just last week we negotiated about $10,000 in seller credits towards the buyer's closing cost. How did I come up with that number? By knowing both sides of the real estate purchase, I know the lending cost as well as the real estate related costs. When I summarized them, we realized that my buyer was short on funds, and to make the deal happen, we had to get $10,000 of help from the seller. And that's where we negotiated those funds.
So listeners, if you want to learn about current market and home buying, you can view the first time home buyer webinar. It is available on the website ownsweethome.net. That is OWNsweethome.net. If you are first time home buyer or just want to feel comfortable with the home buying process, do visit the website and listen to the recorded webinar. This will not only give you an overview of the home buying process, it will also pre-qualify you, let you know how to choose neighborhood and schools, etc. Link is located as an image on the left column. If you do not remember the website, just Google Amit Inamdar, real estate broker, and you will get to his website. After you have viewed the webinar, all your questions may have been answered and you will have new questions. This is when you have one-on-one meeting with Amit Inamdar for your pre-approval and neighborhood selection. This will make you ready for the bidding wars.
And of course the current markets.
Yes.
Depending on the neighborhoods you are trying to look. So yes, the webinar is a great resource for everyone. It will prepare you and educate you for the market. You will be ahead of other buyers knowing the market dynamics, the history, and contract negotiation topics that are covered in this webinar. Looks like we have a caller. Hello, welcome to my show, On Sweet Home. This is Amit. Who am I talking to?
Hello, Amit. This is Chitra.
Hey, Chitra.
I have a question regarding, I was looking in the Walsbeck area and I do see the price are going very high.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think, this is going to be something stable or this is some one-off things which is happening at this time?
Well, I mean, of course, this particular rise has been created because of the low inventory levels. At the same time, people have bought homes with at least like 20% down payment, majority of them. And especially any loan amounts higher than 625, people have tried to put down 20 to 30% down payment. And that basically creates the stability in the market. So this market going forward may go actually sideways rather than trying to decline like we saw in 2008, 9, 10 timeframe. Right, Chitra?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for the call.
Thank you.
All right. So we're talking about this webinar stuff, and for buyers who are upgrading their homes and must sell their home to buy another one, additionally, if they contact me, I have a unique way of structuring the contract where you need not have a contingency to sell your home. We can do without that in many cases in this market. Just call me and I'll show you how you can buy a new home without having to be contingent upon selling your current home. Sometimes when you want to sell your home and buy another, the bidding process takes a special meaning and requires creative ways to present the offer.
So thank you, Amit, for the wonderful show. Listeners, today we talked about buyer opportunities and market slowdowns. As Amit indicated, you need a real expert who can identify, educate, and negotiate the deal on your side. Call Amit today, 510-364-6686. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, listeners. You have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you next week. Meantime, happy buying, selling, and financing an own sweet home.
The views, opinions, and statements expressed in the preceding program reflect the views of the program contributors and do not necessarily reflect the views of AAA Broadcasting LLC and its management or its sponsors.